The Reset Gorilla incident began when a group of council members from Woodville, Ohio were on a conference call with Parks and Rec staffer Kelly, discussing their plans for a new city park competition.
Yeah, what's up, Kelly? Oh my goodness, this is the third time.
Kelly informed citizen Kristen about the incident, who notified all members present in council chambers.
There's been an emergency. The gorilla from the zoo, he has escaped. Someone has purposely let this gorilla go wild.
Council members had to decide between sending city staff after the perpetrator or the gorilla. Additional council members present for these deliberations included a group from Maryland troubleshooting the city's limited water supply, and students from Washington State interrupted while producing a theater production about a friendship unicorn.
If you don't catch the perpetrator, this could happen like over and over again. So
I think you should catch the gorilla and put him back in the zoo and put cameras in the gorilla to see the perpetrator.
Gorilla first.
Yeah,
we're trying so hard to protect.
But guys, how are we gonna prevent this from happening again?
Put cameras in the zoo. Put cameras and more security.
We're in danger, though. He could let out the giraffe. He could let out the elephant.
He might destroy more than flowers this time.
If you have the street cameras, you can use it to watch out for the perpetrator while everybody's going after the gorilla.
Yeah, but then how do you know the perpetrator's smarter than gorilla?
Gorilla.
If you have the street cameras,
Gorilla, raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 to 5.
if you go up to the gorilla,
The members of the Reset Council have decided to go after the perpetrator first.
We'll get back to you on the results.
The repercussions of this decision were immediate. Left to roam, the gorilla destroyed both the community greenhouse and the statue of beloved citizen Agnes in a memorial park which had been opened in her honor only one day prior to the incident.
And the fountain will also have a statue of Agnes and her spinning wheel on top. The fountain...
I shouldn't be surprised. Gorillas, they love plants. But just came through here, just like a tugboat with just covered in fur, it's the kind of thing it was. Just demolished it. This whole thing.
A focused manhunt for the criminal began, leaving the gorilla to roam loose in Reset. On Friday, the impact of the previous day's events resonated throughout the decisions of new council members. In one example, a group from New Hampshire announced 006, a short film adaptation of the incident to be produced as part of the first Reset Film Festival.
As the gorilla is on his rampage, he leaves behind clues of condiments, which leads Bruce to the bad guy.
And in the absence of the city greenhouse, the unique farmers market store designed by a team from Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, became the city's sole source of fresh fruits and vegetables.
This new installment of a grocery store, or some might say a farmer's market, will really help our community and our city ultimately.
Unbeknownst to all, the gorilla had silently taken up residence in Lot 22, an abandoned warehouse on the edge of town. A second gorilla emergency decision came to council shortly after a decision made by teams from Westminster and Denver announced plans to bring a pet adoption center to Reset.
We really care about pets, and there's not a pet adoption anywhere in the city of Reset. We decided to make an adoption center in the building 22 in the city of Reset.
Their request to use the vacant building at Lot 22 resulted in the discovery of the gorilla's hiding spot and required a new decision to be made by the council members.
It's in the vacant building. We don't know what to do with it. It seems calm, but we need to get it out of the building, and we don't know where to take it or what to do with it. 5 minutes to make a decision about what to do with the gorilla.
Council members present for these deliberations included a team from New York, interrupted from designing a public transportation terminal, and two groups who were collaborating on plans for a new degree program at Reset University.
Whatever you do, don't.
How long is it going to take for the police to get here? We need to evacuate the area.
good idea.
How do you get it?
He's escaped several times. If you put him back in that zoo, the chances are that somebody's going to let him out again.
But it's a vacant warehouse. It's going to be unstable. Do we really want to visit? Warehouse.
that it's stealing into the cave.
People, you think it really wants to be around the people. If we don't do this soon, it's a threat to the public.
Let's just put it back in the wild.
But this gorilla has been in captivity. It's not used to the wild.
We should tranquilize him.
What if we turn the park into a habitat for
What
it?
if it's right by the abandoned building and it looks like a cave? What if you just lured the gorilla into the cave and had it guarded by the security guard?
A pre-domesticated animal cannot survive in the wild. It does not have its proper instincts.
Let's have a vote.
Are we doing the cave? Are we keeping it in the cave or are we sending it to a new zoo?
Okay, we are going to lure the gorilla over to the cave that is right by the vacant building, and we're going to create a security enclosure around this until we can refurbish the gorilla's enclosure at the zoo and make it have better security.
And I think we should just like keep the gorilla in the cave, but like make it a lot better and into like some sort of area so it can play and have it like a better habitat and like not put it in the zoo. Because no matter what, it's probably gonna get out again.
Because all 3 times there's been reports of someone freeing the gorilla, not the gorilla escaping on its own accord. So better security in the security cameras would be better. And maybe having a public message warning why it doesn't help the gorilla to let it free, because it will simply have to go through this exhausting process all over again.
With the gorilla once again in captivity, frustrated council chamber employee and local fiddle player Tyler made the following confession to a team after their announcement of a functional lighthouse restaurant.
They're still on the lookout for who let the gorilla out. Don't tell anybody, but it was me. I did it. I did it. Because I love gorillas. But don't tell anybody that it was me, okay? Shh.
Shortly thereafter, Tyler was arrested by city police and awaits his trial, which will be held in the coming months. In the aftermath of the gorilla incident, local residents called a meeting to discuss city safety and security. In calling a council session to address these concerns, a team from Williamsburg, Virginia, established the Reset Office of Risk Management and a series of several initiatives designed to keep Reset safe.
Doesn't go overboard as far as having cameras in every tree or on every street corner, but still ensures that we have the safety addressed within our community that we need.
As of now, the gorilla is still secure inside the cave on the Bay of Reset.
It's tough. It's tough. But you know, we'll rebuild.